Welcome to Electron ITS YouTube channel. Today we will talk about Python basics. In this session, we will cover different types of numbers, then variables, how to deal with text, what are the ranges and how to use different number range, and how to make decisions. In short, we will begin from numbers. Suppose I want to make operations on the numbers, whether that operations may be the mathematical simple operations or complex mathematical operations. So how to deal with such type of operations? Starting from basic printing. So just we can print using, as you know, we use the print statement to print the different types of calculations. So suppose I want to do 3 into 7. So the output it will generate as 21. Suppose I have assigned one number to variable. So 3 I have assigned to A and I want to print A. So it will generate the output as 3. Similarly, print the output of 5 double star 3. So it will generate the output as 125 because 5 to the power 5 double star 3 means 5 to the power 3, like this. So when you want to print the number or the calculations, you have to simply use that type of calculation which we are going to perform inside the print statement. So here you have to mention that calculation or that variable where that particular numeric value is stored. For example, I want to find, now I have used two variables, a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 7. So either we can assign the numbers to the variables and we can print like this, a into b. So it will generate the result as 21. Similarly, we can directly use the numbers. Either we can give numbers to the variables, we can assign variables to that number and then we can use the variables inside the print. Otherwise, you can directly use this 3 and 7 and then it will generate 21. Again, there is one point, important point is no need to use quotations when you are doing mathematical operations. For example, if you are doing like this, so it will not generate 21, it will generate the result as 3 into 7 because you have included that in quotes. So quotes means string. So print statement will execute this as a string. So it will generate whatever you have written inside the quotes. That will be your final output. So this care you have to take always when you are dealing with the numbers. Now we'll talk about order of calculation. We'll take one example. So suppose I want to write the calculation or the value of 1 1 plus 2 multiplied by 3 minus 4 plus 5. So the output of this will be, so your order will be like this. So first you have to solve the brackets, then you have to, if any present, then you have to go for the power, then multiplication or division, and then addition and subtraction. So this should be the sequence you have to follow this while dealing with the multiple mathematical operations in a single time. So first you have to solve the brackets, then power, then multiplication or division, plus minus. So according to this, the result of the given this problem is 1. So first will come 1 plus 2 into 3 6 minus 4 plus 5. Then next step will be 7. Addition you have to perform first, minus 4 plus 5, and then it will generate the result as 8. So 7 minus 4 will be 3. So 3 plus 5. So below here 3 plus 5. So it will generate the result as 8. So this is how you have to follow the order of calculation when you are dealing with numbers. Again, if you are working on advanced numbers, so advanced calculation you want to perform, so for that you have to use some libraries like maths in Python. So this library is used for advanced numbers. Import maths, I'm sorry, it should be math. Import math, and then you can use the advanced functions like math.py. So it will generate the result as 3.1459. Similarly, you can use math dot sine of some value 0.5, so it will generate result 0.479 and so on. So using math, importing this library, math library, you can use advanced numbers in Python. Now we'll talk about variables. A variable is a name which is used to access an object. And what is object? It contains information. So it may be any value, either it is numeric in decimal form or floating point. So we can use different variables like a is equal to 10. So this 10 value is assigned to variable a. So this a is acting as a variable. There are some rules to name these variables. So rules are, your variables can start from any letter from A to Z, capital A to Z, then underscore, but it should follow certain rules that no spacing is required. There should not be any spacing. Then no keywords. We should not any keyword as variables. So keywords are like true, as, then define, def, del, if, return, with, etc. So this type of keywords you cannot use as a variable name. So the valid variable names may be underscore a, underscore b, then abc, then a underscore 1 2 3. So these are valid variable names. So this is about naming of the variable, and variable is object which is used to store the information in form of numeric value or any other non-numeric type like text, strings, etc. Now we'll discuss about text. So it is nothing but a string of characters, any character or alphabet. So for example, there is word sum. So you have to remember that in Python, the numbering of the letter starts from 0. So this the number belongs to this S is 0, then this O is 1, 2, and 3, like this. So your number always starts from 0 in Python. You can use either single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes to represent the strings. So either you can use single quote, or double quote or triple quote. It is triple quote is used for multiple lines commenting, double quote or single quote. For example, suppose here ABC. Now, as we have discussed, ABC is one variable, and there we are storing the string XYZ. So XYZ is acting as a string and ABC is acting as a variable, right? So the print, if you write like this, print ABC, then what output it will generate? It will generate XYZ, because XYZ is stored in ABC, right? And what is the result of this? Print ABC in quotes. So what is the result of this? It will not use that value, because we have included the single quotes inside the print. So it will print ABC only, because the single quotes are nothing but string inside the print statement. So it will print ABC only. So this is one more basic thing about strings. We can concatenate or join two strings using plus sign. So using plus sign, we can join the strings. For example, suppose A value is ABC and B variable is storing XYZ, and in a string we want to add this to ABC plus XYZ. So we can use A plus B and then use print st. So the result it will generate as ABC XYZ, ABC XYZ. But we want the space between these two strings. Why ABC XYZ? Because ABC is stored in A variable and XYZ is stored in B variable, and we are using this plus operator in between. So because of this plus, these two strings are getting added. But if you want space between these, so we can do like this: print A plus space B. So it will create the result ABC. It will create ABC space XYZ. So to include this space, we have included this single quotation. So likewise, we can write different forms of strings. Now we will discuss about the ranges. So as you know, strings are nothing but the letters or the words. So for example, if I use one variable of alpha and I am storing one string ABC DEF inside this alphas variable. So you have to remember always in Python it starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is positive. This is positive numbering. We use positive here, and negative will start from -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6. So this is negative numbering. Likewise, you have to use. So I want So print, if I use print alpha of 0, so it will give me a later, because for 0 it is a, so the output here will be a. Similarly, if I use, instead of 0 here, if I use -3, alpha of -3, so it will generate, so the later corresponds to -3 is d, so the output here you will get it as d. And like this you have to use the numbering for the strings. Now we'll talk about range. So range is defined as the values or the letters, the alphabets in your string. It will generate some letters in your string. The format, general format is from colon to. For example, in the above string, now I will write one string as a b c d e f. So again 0 1 2 3 4 5. So the value corresponds to this. E is 4 and F is 5. And in case of negative, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and -6, like this. So if I want to print BC, only BC. So how to print BC? So you have to write print ST. The name of the variable here is ST. Now B is what? 1. The value of B corresponds to B is 1, and we have to print till C only. But you have to always consider +1. When you are using 2, this should be +1. Always remember this. So this will consider only 2 letters. Letter 1, the value correspond to 1 and value correspond to 2. So the output for this will be B and C. It will not consider this D. It will not consider this D, because we have used 3 here, so it will exclude this 3. It will take only 1 and 2. So this is what you know, you have to know about range, right? So from to 2, so this 2 is always +1 of that we required, so we have to exclude this 2 value always. But if it is like this, print st 3 and colon, and there is no value present, that means you have to consider all the values from 3, including the 3, right? So the output here will be D, E and F, because 3 is nothing but D, 4 is E and 5 is F. So this colon, and if there is no value present in 2, then you have to consider everything, right? So this is about the ranges. Again we will discuss in detail in our further lectures, so keep visiting the channel for Python series. This is lecture number 1, basic lecture, so I am covering in short. As we move in programs, complex applications of Python, they in that algorithms, in that cases, we will discuss these ranges and the application of strings and rest of the things in detail according to the given algorithm. Now we'll talk about strings. So how to search in strings? Suppose the same string, I will consider st is equal to a b c d e f, and we have to search for particular letter in the string. So using dot find, I can search. So print st dot find, and I will use that later. So suppose I want to search for E later, I will write E there. So if it is present, it will generate the number of that particular letter. So E, so the number corresponds to E is 0, 1, 2, D, A, B, C, D. Okay, so I think, okay, according to this string, we will consider it. So here the number is 3. So it will give the result 3. So at what position that particular letter is present? So this is present at E letter is present at 3 here. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will give this as a result. Using dot find, we can find that particular letter. Then we can use different inbuilt functions along with strings like upper. So it will, using dot upper and then your corresponding string, it will convert all the letters into upper letters, uppercase. Then similarly we will use lowercase. Then we can use dot replace command to replace something inside your string. And there are many inbuilt functions. So we'll discuss all these functions in detail when we talk about strings. A separate lectures or separate session will be conducted on string. This is just an introductory session. That's why I'm taking everything in short. And lastly, we'll talk about decisions. So it will generate the result in form of true and false. So for example, if you want to execute this 1 is less than 5, so this is correct, so it will give the result as true. Similarly, int of integer value of 10 is less than integer value of 2. So this is nothing but false, because the integer of 10 is 10 and integer of 2 is 2. So 10 is not less than 2. So that's why this expression is false. Similarly, if you want to execute this 5 is less than 10 or 6 is greater than 10, or is the operation binary operation, and 6 greater than 3. So these keywords we are using like and, or, not. So the result for this will be true, because one condition in OR gate is true, so it will generate the true result. And second condition in AND gate is also true, so true and true is true. So this is how we can take the decision based on Boolean logic. So this is about the basics of Python, where we have discussed about the variables, text, then ranges, numbers, and at last we have discussed about decision making in form of binary values. Now in lecture number 2, we will talk in detail about the data types, operators, different types of operators in the Python, and lists. Thank you. Keep visiting our channel for further lecture series in Python, and subscribe the channel if you like the video.